I figured it would be a little hectic, you know what I'm saying? Holidays and people
Yeah,
catching up and
everything.
whatever, Holmes.
Whatever.
Whatever, Holmes. G
Ye-
unit. Have you heard that joke? Let's see here. It's
What's that?
what is what does 50 Cent say to wait, I already told you this joke. Did I ever tell me did I tell you this joke already? You already know it. You already know it.
What
You already know
does
it.
what did 50 Cent say when his grandma gave him a sweater? G unit.
Yeah. It's the perfect Christmas
The perfect
joke.
Christmas dad
Like,
joke.
yeah. Grandma gives 50 Cent a homemade sweater for Christmas,
Yeah,
and he says, "G
G
Unit."
unit. I
Yeah,
wonder if he. I hope he tells that joke whenever
yeah. You know what? It's
yeah,
got to get.
he's
It's got
having
to get.
Christmas and
Everybody sends it
Sally.
to him. Everybody sends it to him. Like, it's got to be
Yeah,
sent to him through Twitter. I'm not gonna call it X. Okay, I don't
call
care.
it.
It's not
It's
X.
Twitter.
It's
It's
Twitter.
everybody knows.
You know what? His mama called him Twitter. I'm gonna call him Twitter. I'm gonna call him Twitter. Okay.
Uh, get everything ready. All right. And three, two, one. Hey everybody, it's me, JoAngel, once again with my co-host Salvador, and we are here on Anime Me Podcast for the second podcast of the new year. Man,
This is
that's
the
crazy.
we're continuing the new arc.
The new arc, continuing the second season, new arc.
Second season. We're knee deep into it, son.
Knee deep, dog. Man, I'm still like processing that it's 2024.
It doesn't feel like it. I should have a flying car or a skateboard with no
Everything
wheels.
I saw in the old school textbooks back when we actually had textbooks in school
Yeah, when it was
told me
actual
I would
paper.
have a flying car. Marty
Yeah.
McFly said I would have a actual hoverboard, and I still haven't
Yeah.
gotten it yet. We're
Yeah, when
supposed
I
to
was
have
take
what Jaws 5D? Is that what it
when
was?
I was taking history of the future
Yeah,
101, flying cars is in that future, bro, and I
bro.
am nowhere close to it. I mean, I guess airplane is close, but I can't, come on now. Come on now.
Elon's our only hope right now. Come on, Elon.
Come
Figure
on,
it out.
put some wings on a gosh darn Tesla. Get
Go work with the get the guys that do the Red Bull event where they
yeah,
have the flying
dude.
contest. Just
You
work
know
with
what?
them. They'll help you get it, man.
Yeah, somewhere between those guys flying off of a cliff
Yeah,
and Elon Musk technology,
dude,
we
it's
got
there,
flying
man.
cars.
It's there.
It's right there. It's right there. It just needs a little technology.
All right, guys. Well, since this is beginning of the new year, and just to help with recapping everything that we watched last year, today is going to be a special episode where we revisit some old ones that Sal has finished.
I have finished some of them.
Some
You
of
know
them
how this
finished,
goes,
caught
Joe
up,
Angel.
all of it.
Joe Angel, I haven't slept. I'm watching all of the anime we've talked about
Every
in
single
like
screen
in
in your house has an anime on it.
yeah. I got a TV in the kitchen, in the bathroom. I've taped them to, you know how horses have those little blinders with the little,
Little
I've
blinders
got
on the sides.
I got TVs on the side. So one eye has one show on and the other
Feel
eye.
that.
I got two shows. I got to have blinders with only shows on it. So,
All right, so well, you want to let us know what we're gonna recap first?
all right. So this one's easy. I told you, and when we talk about them all the time on the show, I'm always like, how long is it? And is it short enough for me to just like get into and get out and
Get
finish
in, get
this?
out, quick.
So the shortest one of all. It's the shortest one of all. Housing Complex C. What's the full name? Is that the full name?
Yeah, it's full name, Housing Complex,
Okay,
and
yeah.
that
So
was a short.
yeah, what is it like? It was a series, hardly, right? Like it says 4 episodes? No.
I believe six. 6 episodes.
6. Okay, I give myself a little credit, JoAngel. I got
Yeah,
some done. I got
got some.
some done. All right, you want to start with it? Do we want to
Yeah,
like? Here's what I want to do. Here's what I just want to like hit highlights. We don't need to
give me
talk
your
about the whole
highlights
thing
of it.
because
Yeah,
I want people to be able to. I don't want to spoil
too
these
much.
shows
Yeah,
as we recap. I want to just like give somebody a filler feel for what
what
the
you watch,
whole.
what you got.
Yeah, like what did I get out of it?
Yeah,
Is it worth watching the rest of it? Because what was it? A couple episodes ago, I did a ranking.
yeah,
I ranked them, all the ones we've watched, and I put them in order. But that's just from like I guess some of it I've been watching some of the shows here and there. But like if I were to watch, when I was thinking about it, was the first episode we watched, and how would I rank them from that first
yeah.
episode? And I put them up pretty high, some of them high, and then some of them kind of dropped as I continued to watch them fully,
Yeah.
by the way.
As you got more into it, got to know more about it. Yeah, like
Yeah,
I say,
yeah,
we'll,
you
we'll,
start
we'll
to,
rev- we'll revisit that list just because we'll add more. So things are
yeah.
gonna drop. Some
And
things are
things,
gonna get moved
I,
up.
I think so. Things will have to, yeah, shift
Yeah,
as I continue to watch these shows because there's the other one I'll talk about here in a second. But we'll start with Housing
yeah,
Complexity. Do we want to know the other one? Because we're doing two of them.
yeah.
Should I tell
How's the
you?
Complex C and what else?
Zom 100.
Zom 100. Both Halloween special.
Bucket List of the Dead. Yeah, both of those.
Going back to spooky.
Okay, say one. Zom 100 I really liked, and then Housing Complex C was also short. So I finished both of those because they were both semi-short enough for me to like really wrap my mind
Yeah,
around it. And on the other ones, the other shows I'm still watching in tandem. So in the future, we'll have another
yeah,
recap episode after I catch up on some of these.
yeah.
So Housing Complex C, Joe
Give
Angel.
it to us.
This one is like the actual, we did these during spooky
Yeah,
season. And I want to say that this is actually one of it stays creepy. Like some of the other ones we did spooky, they were like, yeah, is it scary, or is it just kind of like it just has the theme of
yeah.
scary, like there's zombies in this show, or there's, kind of the occult or something
There's
kind
something
of
spooky
that.
about it that keeps it kind of
But this
scary.
one, Housing Complex C, it stays creepy and ominous throughout the whole thing. And I enjoyed it just because there is something about this show that just is like a mystery the whole time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's like
Like you kind of,
like from the beginning to the end. That, like I told you earlier when we had first got into it, when you mentioned that you finished it, that ending was just out of nowhere.
it's wild.
Like I
It's
kind of
wild.
like I was trying to figure out like, okay, how is this? Where's this going? How are they going to end it? Because I knew there was only 6
Yeah.
episodes. So I was like, all right, it's got to be wrapping up. There's got to be like I was trying to figure it out, but the way they ended it,
It
it would
feels
have
like,
been like my billionth guess. It would
yeah,
have ended.
it like wrapped up within the like last, what, like 5, 10 minutes, maybe?
Yeah, like it just
Maybe
went
10.
wild.
Like you're watching the show and la la la, and then you get to the sixth episode and you're kind of thinking, okay, where is this going? What's gonna happen? And not until I was like, all right, when is this gonna wrap up? And then like the last couple minutes, they're like wrapping it up, and also what the heck is going on? Like who
Yeah,
is, and then where and why?
yeah, because we go
You
back
know.
to the how it started, where they're running and he was chasing them. We
Mm-hmm.
get
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
revelation on that and why how that came
On
about.
why?
But then
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
after that was just like, wait, what?
The other thing too, and maybe this might have some sort of spoilers, but you can help fill me in here. I don't believe, and I don't remember. I'm trying to think. Yeah, let's go ahead and give a little bit of a
All right,
spoiler, like a
spoiler warning,
little
guys. If you haven't finished it,
spoiler one.
pause it,
Okay,
go watch it, finish it,
pause
then
it.
come back.
Let's say 5 minutes. Give us 5 minutes. So if you don't want to hear this, skip ahead 5 minutes on the dot. All right, ready, Joe Angel? Future Joe Angel,
Future
watch our
JoAngel
time.
is here.
The monsters on the mountain. I was like, where is my resolve on this? Like, what is my resolution on this? Like, what happened here? Because I don't remember. Like, we see them in the distance, and the guy's looking off, and he's like, yeah, there's these mountain monsters, and I'm like, okay. But then the little girl's growing something in the jar, and then smashes it later, but it looks like a monster from in the
Yeah.
forest. What was I to make of this? Do you remember what technically was
So,
happening? Go ahead.
spoiler, spoiler,
I don't know.
spoiler, spoiler,
Spoiler,
spoilers, guys. Okay,
spoiler.
pause, go watch it, come back. All right, spoiler now. She is basically kind of like a god.
Yeah, God, right?
Yeah,
She's like
and she
Mother
basically
Nature
she like
almost.
yeah, she created that place, and the only reason like it was just her because she wanted the
Hmm.
praise, like she wanted to worship. That's why it was just her with all the
Okay.
old people. That's why like all the old people always knew her, talked to her and everything because that's what she wanted. But then the new family came in with their own occult stuff and their
Yeah.
own belief, and she was just like, nope, not having it. You ruined everything. Like if she would told her like I could just redo it like I've did before.
Uh-huh.
So we get
Yeah.
the feeling from that she already done this and
She's
been
done this
doing it.
before.
And so yeah, that was just the
Okay.
way, and it was like she kind of reset it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Now spoiler time is over. We lift the hood. You are now out of
Spoiler free
spoiler
stuff
zone.
now.
Like I liked the show when we first started the episode. We watched it and I was kind of, because I enjoy scary stuff and I'm kind of like, okay, if it keeps the same level, but I felt like it dipped off a little bit for me, on certain spots where I was kind of like I expected it didn't I don't know if it checked all the boxes for me,
Yeah.
all the way through. Like it was fun, it was good, but I wouldn't be like, "Oh, dude, you gotta watch this whole show." It's easy though, because
Yeah.
it is only 6 episodes. So like, if you do enjoy it, but I'm like, I don't think it's like,
It's not
I
like
don't want anybody to wait.
you have to watch this necessarily.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, hey, if you got the time, if you're interested in this stuff, check it out.
yeah,
And it's short.
yeah, and I think that's I think that's its selling
Yeah.
point.
It's
Like
like an easy
it's a little
watch.
creepy. Yeah, it's creepy. It's fun to watch. It's easy, but like, all of it. It was okay. I don't know where I put it on the list, but I'd probably wherever it is. Do I have it? Do you have it written down, Joe
One
Angel? By the way,
14
we are back in our okay, 14 out
out
of
of 19.
okay, so I'd probably drop it a little lower
A little
right now.
lower.
Maybe one or two spots.
Yeah.
Maybe, but we'll see. I mean, I gotta look at the list. I don't have it in front of me and see what I would bump down. All right,
Uh,
that's it.
that's it.
That's it. That's it.
And
That's all I'm gonna talk about that.
that's Housing Complex C. We got the
Housing
results.
Complex C.
It's
I watched
probably
the
going
whole
to drop
thing,
some.
start to finish.
But yeah, like I said,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
if you're interested in that stuff during Halloween, you could watch it. Or if you just want to watch it randomly, it's on HBO Max. 6 episodes, super short, pretty
By
good.
the way, if you're listening to this one for the first time, go back to the Housing Complex
Yeah, go
C
back to Housing Complex.
episode. Gosh, we should have that in front of us. I don't even know what episode that was in our
That
podcast.
was, oh man, let me
Oh gosh, it's in
see.
October.
It's in
It's
October.
in
I know
October.
that. That's what I did earlier because I was going back through. I was like, all right, because obviously I just the bar titles, they're pretty random and funny. I try to make them.
Yeah, right.
So I was trying to go
They're
back. I was
more
like,
funny.
okay. I was like, wait, what did I name this one, and what did I name this one? So
Okay,
that
this one
one
is
is
October.
this for
This
reals.
one is
So if you
this
go
one,
to
yeah, is this for real
Spotify,
on October
go to Spotify,
October
look up
8th?
Anime Me Podcast, and the Housing Complex C episode is going to be titled "Is This for Reals?"
That was actually a pretty funny episode. October 8th is
October
when
8th.
we did
Yeah.
that one. So, all right, so the next one.
Next one, Psalm 100.
Zom 100. Holy crap, Joe Angel. This one is it. I gave this one high praise when we did this one, like for the first time. Watching the first episode, it really hooks you, dude.
Yeah.
Like it was super fun, super funny. It had everything for me. And if I didn't give it all of the points, if I didn't give it all 5 stars, I'm giving it to it now. Like this is it. This show really is. What episode was this one? Do you
So
remember which
this
one?
one was wait, when was this?
Oh wait, when was this? October
October
2nd.
2nd. Yeah.
Okay, October 2nd, Zom 100. We did the first
Yeah.
episode and talked about it there, and I had nothing but great things to say about it. And I tell you this much, Joe Angel, I have nothing but great things to say about this
Even
show
more great
as I
things.
finished it. Yeah, even more great things. This show is like you told me at the very first time we did this episode or this show, Zom 100. The writer had every intention to kind of make have some sort of social
Yeah.
commentary on the world, on capitalism, on like kind of like waking people
Yeah.
up, like, hey, don't just get, you know, live your
Don't just
life,
be a zombie.
live your life. Yeah, don't
Literally.
just be a zombie in the world. Yeah, live your life. And as I continue to watch it, I kind of have this thing in the back of my head, like having that idea, like it's the live life now
Yeah.
kind of thing. That the show really does make you think. It's more than just, because as you watch the first episode, it seems like it's going to be funny, and he's just going to have our main character. Oh gosh, I lost his name.
Akira.
Joey Akira. Akira. is our main character, and he's just kind of the happy-go-lucky kind of guy, and he kind of carries it throughout the show. But then you see him start to feel things, and he starts to take this pandemic and this virus seriously, and it becomes more than just like a silly like show. And the show stays silly.
Yeah,
There are some like, dude,
it's still
there is some
comedic.
laugh
This
out
still
loud
got its
moments.
light moments, and
I mean, it is everything that like all the hype people. I think I've heard of a lot of people, or I've had some friends that have heard the hype as well on this show. They just really hadn't given it a shot. So, you hear hype about it, and I think it lives up to the hype. It really does. It's very inspiring. It inspires you to like live, like,
yeah,
man,
that's one thing I took away
live
from this
live while you
is
can.
like, yeah,
Hmm.
it makes you want to like go out and like do your bucket list,
Do
like
the things.
do the thing you always wanted to do. Like this
Hmm.
anime gives you that like feeling, that gusto to like, man, I feel energized. I'm gonna go do this because you never know what's gonna happen,
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
And even like because it shows him too in the first episode when he first joined the workforce, he is like, oh hey, this is what I got planned, this is how it's gonna be. And then it kind of just like he saw the toll it took on him. He just like went from
Hmm.
loving what he was doing to hating it and being just like so down. But then it took the zombie apocalypse to happen to like, hey, you know what? This is not the end of the world. This is not the end of my life. This is the beginning. It's like
Yeah.
have that aspect of it, really drew me into this show. Just like, man, that's
Yeah. And it
sometimes
can.
it takes something drastic for us to remember that, but hey, it it just shows it's a good show to like get you pumped up to go live your life.
Yeah, it really is. I think it truly is kind of inspiring. I think if that was his intent, the writer's intention to kind of shine a light on, a weary world, and kind of snap you out of you just kind of like living day to day. I mean, every episode kind of feels like it's kind of that's its
Yeah.
focus, and you feel it on that. Is this show a shoujo? Joe, enjoy it.
No, it's a show.
I mean, a shonen. I
Yeah,
mean.
it's a show.
It's a
It,
shonen. So this is meant for like teenagers.
I would say around there, teenagers,
Uh,
maybe some aspects of seinen,
yeah, right.
depending on how
I
far it
kind of
goes. Because like I said,
later on.
I was reading the manga and I caught up to it, but then like I
Uh-huh.
stopped so I could let it build. So for me, sometimes like when I read mangas, if I get caught up to it, I'll read it weekly. But then sometimes I'll just
Hmm.
like I'll stop so I could give it time to build up. Because
Yeah.
like back in the day when I used to go to the local books million where we
Oh
live, I
snap!
would like buy about like anywhere from like 6 to 7 like different mangas, and I
Good
would like
grief.
I would finish them within like 3 days because I would just speed read them. So like every payday, I would go buy like 6 or 7. I would try to stop myself, but sometimes they get so captivating that I'm just like going through it, and then next thing I know, I'm just like I finished
Now,
everything.
oh, now you're beyond it all,
Yeah.
and you just got to sit there and
So
wait,
like
Joe Angel.
I finally like got to the point where I could like chill out. I'm like, all right, hey, I'm not gonna read this one, but read this one. Then when I got caught to this one, I go
Hmm.
back to this one, let that one
Yeah.
go. The way the manga's going, like I started back up again, so I let it go pretty far, so now I could like have some time to like get caught up to it again. But catching back up on it, I'm like really
Uh-huh.
loving where it's going.
All right, Joe Angel. I'm about to drop a bomb on you then. Are you ready for
Uh,
this? I'm about to give you information. Do you have information about this show? Because I got a little information for you.
give me what you got.
Because usually you know everything, Joe Angel. Let Sal know something,
Let Sal
okay?
know something. Sal, what do you know?
I don't I don't know too much, but I do know that the show only had like let's see here, 9 episodes
Yeah,
initially, and then 10, 11, and 12 were on hiatus. The show got put on hiatus. Zom 100, like, they stopped making episodes, or they got too behind and they lost their spot in making the episodes. So like, because there were other shows that were kind of they were the production company had problems like producing the show. Maybe it was just like too much. They probably got caught up in it, like maybe as they're watching the show and they're making the show and they're like, what are we doing with our lives? Why
let's
am
go out
I?
and live our life.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's what happened. The guys who were animating this, they were like,
Hey,
this show's make. Hey, wait
wait
a
a minute.
second. That's me. That's me. I'm becoming a zombie. I think that's what happened, Joe Angel. That's what happened. So they were really slow on producing these episodes. Now I don't know about this part. So I don't know like what happened. I don't know why they put a hold on this. Finally they jumped back on. They were indefinitely on a
Yeah,
hiatus. They were like, "Okay, you lost your spot. We don't know, if you're going to be get to finish your show." But then they dropped 3 new
yeah,
episodes. They dropped them on December 25th, 2023. A little Christmas gift, if you will. I don't know if you see this. There's 3 episodes. They're called Hometown of the Dead, maybe,
yeah. I watched this.
and it's 1, 2, and 3,
Yeah,
right? But then I read somewhere that they were like, this is the grand finale. Doesn't that mean like grand finale, like as in over, like the show is like series
like
wrapped up,
so,
or
I
is it
would
just like
say
this
it's
is the
like
wrap
grand
up of the
finale
season?
of season 1.
Okay, season
Yeah,
one. So this is not like they're gonna quit the show.
nah, nah.
They
So it's
can't.
just we're still waiting on the confirmation from Bug Films, who does production of this.
Uh-huh.
They still haven't set a date for it, but
Uh-huh.
a lot of people,
Hmm.
since the manga's still going on and it's still doing really well, hopefully next year or this year. Man, see, I can't. Still getting over the fact that it's a new year right now.
Dude, I'm still writing down 2020, bro. I
Yeah,
go, what is December 29th,
2020.
2020?
Wait, I'm still there's so we're still hoping this year they'll announce, hey, maybe sometime in August, maybe get an August release.
Hmm.
Hey, August 2024 coming back. Cool. But
So, so you
we're
already
still
know
waiting
this.
on
You
confirmation.
are,
So hopefully this year we'll get something.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. This show stays funny. It's like it really does everything for me. There's even like, because it doesn't feel like it's not our usual like superhero thing, but there are superhero aspects
Yeah.
into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it plays a really good balance of like being funny, being heartfelt, being like philosophical.
Yeah.
They explored like these nuances of life and all these kind of
Yeah,
things.
they have
The
like
flight
kind
attendant
of deep
episode.
conversations about
Hmm.
life, about society, like, continuing, should we do it again? Should it be this way, that way?
Like how should we? What are you doing with your
Yeah.
life? What is living really? All these kind of things. That flight attendant episode. Do you remember? Did you get that
Dude,
one?
that flight attendant episode.
Oh, it was
Man,
so
dude,
hilarious, but then also heartbreaking too. Golly, man, this show is good,
dude.
dude. Like I don't know where I put it on the list. I can't remember.
That one you put it at number
But
6.
I think it has to move up. I don't know what it moves past, but it's right now it is it's really
Yeah.
good. It's slowly become like one of my favorites of all the ones that we've done.
Spoiler alert. If you haven't finished it or caught up to it, pause this again. Go watch it. Go catch up. Come back.
Okay,
All right. Spoiler.
spoilers.
His superhero costume he got from the aquarium when they
Oh,
fought the
dude,
shark.
hey,
Dude,
that's All Might. That's All Might, right? Is it All Might?
that is, oh, dude, it was so hilarious. It was just like,
He is
yo, he's actually doing
he's
it.
My Hero
Dude,
Academia,
my
dude. That's
hero
what
right
he is.
there.
That's oh, dude. And he does the
Oh,
punch
he
too.
does.
He calls it out like in My Hero
Yeah.
Academia. I was like,
I
I don't know what
wonder.
he says.
I want
It's gotta be.
Mythbusters to do this. I want to see if he
Yeah.
can actually grab
Just
batteries
does
and
this
punch
work?
something and electrocute it.
Uh, that was killer, and the way they like illustrated it to go like, oh, this is the way you would watch this in a
Yeah,
shonen. Like it's like a straight up like superhero, and he wants to be a
yeah,
superhero because that's on his bucket list. Oh my
dude.
gosh, it's so funny,
So
dude.
hilarious. And then just his friend getting naked at random times,
Oh,
dude.
all the time. He gets naked
Dude,
for no
for no
reason,
reason.
all the time. Oh
Oh man.
man. There's some really like laugh out loud moments throughout the whole episode or throughout the whole season. And I really hope it gets picked up
Oh
again
yeah.
for another season. They're just gonna do something about like making their deadlines because that was the thing that I read was that they're having a hard time keeping pace by getting these episodes
Yeah,
out.
they're having like setbacks and a bunch of other stuff happen. But yeah, hopefully this year we can get confirmation will come that we can come back at least this year.
Oh, another thing too is that I watched it subbed the last 3 episodes because they were on hiatus and they finally dropped the last 3
Yeah.
altogether.
But it was only sub.
And there's no dub. So here I am getting to know all my friends and then they changed their voices and they changed their language. And I was like, what the heck? And I was watching it in
Yeah.
Hulu and I was like, oh, it's no big deal. I'll just watch it sub, no big
Yeah.
deal. And in Hulu they just have it in Japanese. I'm like, they don't even try. They're
Don't
like,
even
you
try to
just
do
you'll get it by the
it.
pictures. You know, just
Get the context.
use your
Context
context
clues. Look
clues.
what they're talking about. Go by
Yeah,
the feeling.
that's exactly it. I'm gonna to get Google Translate
Yeah.
out and listen to this. There's not even captions. The captions aren't even. I was like, there's no captions. It's all in Japanese. What am I supposed to do with this? I can't
It's
do this.
like sometimes when they do the Spanish captions, it just says in
Hmm.
Spanish. They don't even see what it says. It's like, wait, what do you mean?
That's all
But
it says in Japanese. In
in
Japanese,
Japanese.
it's saying something in Japanese. Like, yeah, 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 yeah. So I had to jump on the Crunchyroll to watch it in English
Yeah. Get the
subtitles.
subs.
So worth it though.
Uh
So worth it. And I'll probably go back whenever they do drop the dubs on it and watch it back in the dubs just to just to finish it out. I gotta have some sort of. I'm as much as I talk about how I can't finish
yeah.
shows that have. I'm a what do you call it? I don't know what's the completist or something. I don't know what it is, but if I'm gonna start something, I want to start it from
Start to finish.
start to finish. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm playing Mario. I'm going back for every coin, bro.
Every
Okay?
coin,
Every star,
every
no
star,
rock.
every mushroom, every power.
Yeah, yeah. If I'm Zelda, I'm breaking every pot and I'm slicing
Everything I can get, I'm
every
going.
bush. Yeah. Start to finish, bro. Start to
I
finish.
know that's
All
how I
right.
play RPGs, man. That's how I play open
Yeah.
world stuff. Like when I first played Dragon Age Inquisition,
Uh-huh. You
I
talk to everybody.
did all like the side quests.
Every,
I did
every
all. I
side
went and
quest.
found a bunch of resources. Like I didn't even
Uh-huh.
finish. That's it. Took me forever to finish the actual story because I was just
Uh-huh.
doing
Uh-huh.
every side quest I could until like I had to like get forced to actually go and do the story to get more side quests.
Dude, hey, by the way, this Zom 100 could be a video game,
Oh yeah,
honestly. Like
definitely.
he's doing side quests and stuff. I'm
To
like,
get the Fortnite
this
makers
is
for to do it, duh,
yeah,
perfect.
hey, brah,
Which,
put him
by the
in
way,
there, you know.
Fortnite does do skins.
Yeah, get that Zom 100. I don't know does he have a superhero name? He
I
doesn't.
think it was
Does he have
Super Aki. I think it was just something like basic.
yeah, super like
Yeah.
lame. Put him in there. I skins for wins,
Skins for
bro.
wins, bro.
Skins for wins. And it worked.
It
It
worked.
worked. All right, that's it.
That's it.
I would say it's a great show. Joe Angel, we got a special part to the special way to end this
We do
show.
have a special way
And
to end the show. As in last episode, we had Sal rank all of his anime that we watched, and now we're going to compare his list to my list that I made.
woo, this is interesting because see, your list is like it's a little bit more informed than my list.
Yeah,
My list is kind of almost based off of just a couple episodes from each show that we've watched. But yours is like for the most part, you've watched all of them
yeah.
from start to
It's
finish,
I've
most of them.
watched. It's the influence of watching these and watching other ones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Influence. It's my ranking. So
Mm-hmm.
we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna start with the bottom.
Okay,
Started at the
bottom.
bottom. Now we here.
Now we here.
Put
Is it 19?
19. So at number
Okay.
19, I put Ajin.
What we got Ajin at the
Yeah.
same spot. It makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, but why? Real quick. We ain't got all day, Joey. Give it to
Mine was
me.
just solely on who I would think would like this, who I could recommend
Uh-huh.
it, and the pacing of
Okay.
it, and like how much it kept my attention. Like I said, I
Okay.
like the idea of it. I like the like
The
kind of
concept.
concept, the poltergeist, the look of it. It was pretty unique
Okay.
as far as it looked,
Mm-hmm.
but as far as like
Mm-hmm.
overall story, it was one that took me a while. So
Yeah.
for me, if like
Okay.
the way I did my list is how quickly I finished it too as well. Because for me, that like
Okay.
shows
That's good.
like, hey, I was able to finish it because I like. But if it took me a while, like that means lower ranking.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
All right,
Okay.
and at number 18, I got Parasite.
Okay.
Same
I have
thing,
Parasite a
just
little
yeah,
higher.
same thing, just because.
Mm-hmm.
Then at 17, I have Empire of Corpses. Only because I
Okay.
do, like I said, I do love that style of it, but it would be a hard recommendation to get other people just because of like
I
what
could
it deals with,
it is
and it's a
it's very
movie too,
specific.
and it's something that like I had to be in the actual mood to go back and watch it, like.
I could see that. I could see that. Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
then so above that one, I got Housing Complex C. Same
Yeah.
thing. It's short.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it, but it's some like I can only watch it with like maybe a couple of people. that would like it as well.
Yeah, I would, and you wouldn't recommend it a
Nah,
lot to people.
it's
Yeah,
the
I
one
think
I
I.
wouldn't recommend unless I knew like how deep you were into like animes or
Yeah,
like if you're an avid watcher. Like, hey, have you watched
yeah.
this? Have you heard of it? We more, but generally, it's not one to recommend right at the bat.
I would drop it on my list too. Like I have mine too high. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And then above that one, I have Sailor Moon.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have mine pretty low. I had mine
Yeah,
lower than
Sailor
yours,
Moon.
but
I liked it. Like I said, when we talked about it, when we did it, when we rewatched it. Like I said, because I watched this one growing up. This was like one of my first animes on Toonami that I watched at the
near and dear,
school, stuff
near and
like that.
dear.
So it brought like a bunch of memories back, nostalgia. I remember key moments from watching the show. Like as soon as I watched it
Mm-hmm.
again, but just one of those things where it's not my favorite, but I do like it. I would watch it.
What about this new? Did you see any of the new one?
The new ones was kind of it was a lot more
Is
shojo esque, like the fine lines,
yeah,
like the way she was drawn. And I
yeah.
don't, there's something about the old one that captivate me more than the remake.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Next one, Fruits Basket.
Fruits
Fruits
baskets,
Basket.
kind of lower than I had imagined on your list,
I like it.
but it's close.
Yeah,
It's close to mine, by the way.
yeah, it's
I think we
close to
almost
yours.
have it in the
We
same.
had it around the same. Like I said, I like it. Same thing. I watched the whole thing. I like the idea of it. I like the Zodiacs being brought into an anime and that version, the
Mm-hmm.
whole story they did. But this would be like I can't recommend this to a lot of my guy friends. It would have to be a lot of the girls
Yeah,
that I know. I could talk about this stuff, but
yeah. It's very it is. Yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying. It is very specific.
and then above that one, we got One Piece.
Ooh, that's
So
low. Hey,
it is.
the weaves are coming for you,
They're
bro.
coming for me.
Weaves.
So let me say, when everything was coming out, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, I got more into Bleach than Naruto and One Piece.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just because I like the ideas of Bleach more, I like the story of
Yeah.
it, and I loved all the like musical aspect of it, like the
Mm-hmm.
background music and everything. I loved more in Bleach. One Piece, I did read. I did start reading the manga, and I can't remember
Mm-hmm.
where I got off on the manga. Because, like I said,
Yeah.
That's when I started doing like, hey, let me read this one. Okay, go back to this one. Go back to this one. Because already at that
Were you?
time, it was already going long too as well. So
Yeah.
it's just one of those
Were
things.
it's overwhelming, right?
Yeah,
Was it
it's a
overwhelming for
lot
you?
to catch up on. I know I can catch up on it, and I think I sent it to you with Animation Studios actually redoing One Piece.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was talking to somebody
Yeah,
about this just recently, and they're gonna be
yeah,
reanimating all the old episodes. So I'm like, dude, what if they were to take out all the fluff,
yeah,
right? Take out all the stuff that we don't need, maybe even
yeah,
compile some episodes together and get me a more palatable One Piece, you
yeah.
know? Something that America can
Yeah, that's what
get
I'm
into.
like
Give me
ready to see. I want to see how Wit does it and handles it.
that'll be interesting.
Above that one, at number 12, we got Orin High School Host Club.
Okay, I had mine a little
Yeah,
lower on my
like I
list.
said, I'll,
By the way, my
yeah,
One Piece is about where yours was too.
yeah, it's
So,
around that area. Yeah, let's see.
hmm
Yeah, it's
hmm
around that side. Yeah, I like it. I watched the whole thing. It was funny. I liked it. I liked the
hmm
ending music, the beginning music.
hmm
Like I
it
said, same
stays
thing with
good,
Fruits
does it? It
Basket.
stays.
I can't really recommend this to my guy friends. So
Yeah, yeah. I could, I had talked to somebody else and they were like, I love all the shows you guys are doing, but like hook a brother up with the shonen
with the
every
show,
now and then.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
all
See,
right, buddies. I hear you out there. You guys on the message board just be like, "Hey, do you guys only like slice of life?"
hey, this guys,
I'm just
this is
kidding.
all for girls. Come on, do some bro stuff, bros.
Yeah, give me bro stuff. Yeah, yeah,
But
that's exactly.
yeah, let's say so. Above that one
Okay.
is Naruto. So I rank Naruto
Mm-hmm.
higher. That's because Naruto's a little bit shorter than One Piece, so it's more
Yeah.
palatable to catch up on. And I remember reading the actual finale in Shonen Jump whenever the finale chapter came out. I remember reading
Yeah.
that, and that one was pretty cool. I like ninjas. I like the aspect of it. Like I said, sub overdubbed. His dub voice,
Yeah.
I couldn't. I don't know. There's something with his dub
Yeah.
voice. I don't know what it is. It's just
Yeah.
it's a me
It's kind of
thing.
annoying.
So like I said, it's
Yeah, it's
one of those
annoying.
things. This is where it's gonna start getting into my snootiness of an anime.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You can look down on
I
me,
could.
JoAngel. It's okay. Look down at me.
All
You're
right.
gross.
I'm gonna be like
Oh,
the
what's his name
Tobey
in all
Maguire
around?
Spider-Man #2 with uh when he's looking down on him in the theater.
Yeah, just watching.
Just watch
You're
and
James
disgust.
Franco,
Yeah,
and yeah. I'm
yeah,
clapping and loving everything, and you're like,
yeah.
ugh, gross.
All right, and then at number 10, I got Soul Eater.
Okay, I had mine a lot lower,
Yeah,
but that's because I think you grew up on it. But does it stay good and get better?
I
It
do.
stays good and gets better.
It does get better. Like I said, I like
It's
it.
not just a nostalgia. It's not
It's
just
not
nostalgia
really
for you.
no. It's like I said, I like the
Okay.
style of it, the gothic aspect of it. I love like what they did with the characters, like the power ups, like the moves they come up with, the storylines they come
Mm-hmm.
up with, like the little like there's stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you're trying to figure out here and there. Then you have to find the battle.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I just love the way they portray death too. Like, because usually when you
Oh
think of
yeah,
death,
yeah.
it's
It's
like
fun.
scary and like mean and ugly and all this other stuff. But they're just like he's a Looney Tune in this show. That's what I like
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. That's true. It's funny.
And then above that one, I got Ghost Stories. Ghost Stories is
Okay.
number 9 because, like I
Yeah.
said, I love the whole idea of letting
The shit.
letting a writer just take a script and just get funny with it.
It
It
is
is so
hilarious.
like from dub
Just
to
for
sub. This is a dub that I love just because it's like he went crazy with it.
yeah, they went crazy with it, and it
It is
is
good and it's hilarious. I would definitely
yeah,
recommend this one. Bros,
yeah, and that's
go
one
watch
thing
Ghost Stories,
recommending it.
bros.
Yeah, the
For all the
bros. Yeah,
bros.
you
That's what's for
bros out
you.
there.
And then above that one, I got Fire Force.
Love me some
Fire
Fire
Force
Force,
is
man.
so
You know
good.
that.
I loved all the sound designs where with the fire, with all the weaponry aspects of
Mm-hmm.
it,
Mm-hmm.
and like going through the show, knowing what happens at the end of the manga, like too, like all that
Ooh.
gets me like gets it up there in my rank.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And
I get it. It looks great
yeah, it
too.
looks great. It looks so good. The oh man,
Mm-hmm.
good. And then above that one, we got Demon Slayer.
Demon
Demon
Slayer.
Slayer,
Okay.
man. Michael Jackson as a villain. Dude, the
That's
most
all you have to
hilarious
say.
thing I've ever seen in anime.
It really, I mean, I went, you know what? I've been talking to somebody else about this, and I'm just got to do, well, I shouldn't even say it out loud because someone is gonna, you know what? My mom's not gonna do this. Okay, let's just say she's our only listener, so she's not gonna do this. She doesn't have the technology, but I want somebody to create like little pop-ups from like, you know how you get the director
Yeah,
commentary on if you watch like a DVD or some kind of behind the scenes and they'll talk about scenes and stuff. There's gotta be like, there's no accident. There's not an accident that this guy looks like Michael Jackson. There just can't be an accident. It can't be an accident like, oh,
the
hey,
character
does he look
designer
like
knew
Michael
what they were
Jackson?
doing. The creator knew what he
They
was
know
doing.
what they're doing. You know what? Give me the behind the scenes of what happened there. What was the conversation? There
Did
was a
you just
conversation that
watch
happened.
the Smooth Criminal music video before you wrote this character?
They were like, you know who's a bad guy? Michael
Michael
Jackson. I
Jackson.
watched a documentary on him. He's a bad guy. You know, that's what they see.
That's what they did. But yeah, Demon Slayer #7. I liked how it looks. I like all the fighting. I like the animation style of it.
Hmm. Great.
And I love the fact that we got just like this use of the five senses for an actual like fighting technique.
Yeah, concept is great. Super strong.
And at number 6, we have Way of the House Husband.
Hilarious. Love it.
Hilarious, like I said.
I think I might have mine right where no, I think I have mine at 5 for Way of the House
Yeah,
Husband, but it's pretty dang close to where
yeah,
yours
it's
is.
close to
So
where I got it. Yeah, like I said, I
uh-huh,
loved it.
uh-huh,
I love the idea of it. I love just the normalness of it. It's a good one to
uh-huh.
like pick up and read. There's no overall story. There, you could just pick up
Hmm.
from an episode and just watch it, and you'll.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't have a whole lot of
Yeah,
time, you could just throw it on real quick and watch something crazy and then
crazy.
get out of it.
All right, and then at number 5, we have the Dragon Ball Z Abridged Christmas special.
Okay.
Because I,
So
dude,
funny.
so hilarious, so funny. I love Dragon Ball Z. Watched it growing up, and then
Hmm.
having
Hmm.
other fans of it create something so hilarious and like amazing and well done. It's just like, oh yes, this is something like if Dragon Ball Z came out the way they did it, I would still love it.
Oh yeah, they really do.
It's
They
so
do the
good,
show
and it's just like
justice.
I like a lot. I get confused by some of the lines they do sometimes. Cause I'm just like when I think
Uh-huh.
about it, I'm like, wait, did they was that in the bridge or in the actual anime?
Did they actually say that? Yeah, yeah. You can't hardly decipher what's real and what's not.
Yeah, so good. It's so
That's a
good.
testament to them.
All right, then at number 4. I have Zom 100.
So good.
So good. We just talked
So
about it. I
good.
love the idea of it. I love the creator's intention of it. Of hey, go live your life.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Don't be just a workhorse zombie. Get out and go do a bucket list. Go
Yeah.
do it. Go get it. Love that idea.
Yeah, live your life.
And I love the
Live
colors
a
too.
life
Like
worth
the
living.
colors, the way they've done
Oh,
it and animated it. I love that. I love seeing that in a zombie show.
yeah, the animation style was really cool too. Yeah.
And then at number 3, we have Nisekoi.
Nisekoi, that's really high. Is it that good, or
It's
is it
one that
just
I
kind
like
of
fell in love
is
with.
it
I finished
is
the
it
anime and the
okay?
manga. Like it's one of the ones I binge watched. like I binge
Do
watched that thing. And,
do you recommend it to people? Like, have you ever recommended it to anybody? Like, oh, you got to watch Nisekoi,
I've recommended it to a couple
or
of
is it very
people,
specific?
but it's so
Uh-huh.
this is going to be going into my taste, like my personal
Yeah,
taste now.
yeah.
Like, because this is the type that I love. Like, I love slice of life. I love like
Mm-hmm.
comedy and rom coms and stuff like that. That's one of my favorite genres. So this is one that's really high up for me because of that aspect. And I love the
Yeah.
story. I
Okay.
loved everything they did with it. And
Gotcha.
number
Gotcha.
2, we got my boy the Ichigo with Bleach.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that's a lot of people's like,
Yeah.
you know, they could put it could very
Yeah, like I
easily
said,
be
out
someone's
of the big 3,
favorite.
this one was my number 1. Like, I
Okay.
loved that first episode, that first intro
Mm-hmm.
song, the whole Shinigami aspect of it, uh,
Mm-hmm.
all the transformations. I read the mangas, all the background music, the compositional stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way
The fact that they came
it came
back.
back. I had waited so long and it finally came back. I was just like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's almost done again, and I know it's coming, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
loving it. I still love it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then, of course,
Nice.
at number 1 with Comey Can't Communicate.
Word, JoAngel.
Or
You,
uh,
me and you, bro.
me and you, Doc.
Me and you went. No, hey, we both put it at
We
number one.
did.
I love it.
Dude,
I
I
love it.
love this
Hey.
one. It like I ranked it number 1 because it's the slice of life style that I love. I love the animation style they did. I love the little jokes they did with him going back and
Mm-hmm.
forth with himself, with her, like the way they show her being awkward versus being serious. All the additional characters we get to meet along the storyline. I'm caught up on this manga as well, so this one I'm like actually reading like week to week.
Okay. So yeah.
So I'm like it's got me super invested. I love it. I love where the manga's at right now, and I love what the anime was able to do and bring that to life.
Yeah. We did this one November 27th.
Yeah,
This one's on the podcast called Awkwardly Normal.
awkwardly normal.
And in there, you can hear both me and JoAngel just loving this show. Like the first episode just kills me. I watched the second one. The second one's even better than the first episode, I think personally. I also so here's a little tidbit. I've been watching the show.
Yeah,
I've been it's in my rotation, of course, because I loved it so much, and I've been sharing it with other people. And I had said real quick, JoAngel, go back and watch first episode. There's a part at the chalkboard where they're
yeah,
drawing. I don't know if you did. I don't know if you watched. I don't know if it's just me. And I was making a joke, like, hey, I think this is a little thing this is a Walt Disney moment
yeah,
here for them, making drawings look like certain
yeah. It's little
things, other
Disney
things.
sneaks.
But then Joe Angel, I don't remember, but like later on in another episode, I can't remember which one it was. I got to go back and find the timestamp. But there's another scene.
Another one.
She's drinking. She's drinking out of a water fountain, and that water fountain, bro,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Joe Angel, it's a conspiracy,
It's
Joe
a
Angel.
conspiracy,
It's,
man. It's all
but it's confirmed. It's confirmed.
confirmed.
I don't know what a confirmed conspiracy is with the word of that, but dude, I'm telling you, I saw it again. I was like, I know what
I
that
know
is.
it
I know
is.
they and the they did it on purpose. Oh, it's
How
so
many?
good.
I know you said you
How
watched
far?
it with Kim. How many have you watched?
Yeah. Not with Kim. I only watched one episode with her, and that was the first episode. And then I'm probably got a couple more episodes till I got like maybe two or three till I'm caught up. So I only got a couple more episodes to be finished with the season, and then just wait for the next
Yeah.
season to come
I
out. But
tell you, read the manga, man.
yeah,
This
I
manga
know, right?
app, it's
Just go
only
ahead and jump
like
ahead.
I think $2 a month for the subscription, $2 or five
It's pretty
dollars.
good.
It's pretty cheap. It's
Hey,
really,
yeah,
really,
yeah. There,
really accessible.
as subscriptions go, it's one of the
Yeah.
cheapest. So
His manga, man. I tell you, get into his mangas, you'll get caught up even more. You'll get to know what's coming, and you'll get to like
mhm.
enjoy seeing those moments. And
I love
I
it. I
love it.
love it.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it. That is our first recap of the year. We got our rankings for both me and Sal, where we let us know. Don't be that mean to us in the comments. Just let us know where you think we went wrong on our list.
Yeah, just be nice. Just be nice. Just like,
Just be like, hey, I
hey,
would move that down, move that up.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Do a compliment sandwich.
Compliment
Go,
sandwich. Yeah.
hey, you're doing a great job. Also, your taste is trash, and then also,
Love the show.
but you're still
Yeah.
trying. Yeah, 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 yeah. Love this shit. Yeah, something like that.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us, and be on the lookout for some other stuff we got coming up for the following year. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, where we'll be posting about our upcoming episodes and just upcoming stuff we're working on with each other to help make this a better podcast for you and to
Season.
help get you
Hmm.
some stuff maybe that you could wear.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah, little teaser
little
there, little
teaser. Wah,
merch,
wah,
little
wah.
merch maybe might yeah,
Merch,
yeah. I
maybe. I
mean,
don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
yeah. I mean,
We'll see what Santa has for us this year, guys.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
He's got a long time.
he's
He's
got
got
a
a long
long
time to
time
work on
to
that
figure
merch.
it out.
It's got till
Yeah.
December.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.